With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. It's Wilson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up. The Bengals are 0-7, winless to start the year. And they come in wondering what on earth is going on here.
And, Brandon, I reflect back to one time we had one of those deep philosophical talks about getting up every day and going to work and the whole deal. Can you imagine what it's like for this team? Every morning they wake up. They haven't won a game yet. How do they figure their way out of this one? How do they play well enough to get at least one win before this season is over?
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Burrow. And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 43. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down.
Here we go.
A give running right is Akers. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that'll...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Well, they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. A run with Davenport. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
2nd down and 4. Now Murray off play action. Throw left side complete. That's Nash. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 54 yards. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Davenport. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Buying time to his left. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. T. Higgins. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Buccaneers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
11 mighty.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Burrow looking to pass. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
On 1, right?
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
They go option right on 2nd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
On 1, ready?
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
12. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
From the 41, Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Nash. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll go with the option, coming right. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Here's Murray. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers have moved out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
11 Thomas. 11 MT. 11 MT. 11.
The slot man in motion right.
11 MT.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
12.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Murray. He finds his man complete. That's Nash. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Shotgun now for Murray. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Buccaneers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. Being chased out left. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
11.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He'll buy some time right. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Murray now on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Nash. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Play fake. Murray. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
He finds his man, complete. That's Nash.
Down inside the 10.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll get 34 yards there.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Buccaneers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
Gun. Back. 12.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
Taking it about the 1.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And now off to the races down the right side. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll start the drive with Wilson. Puts it on the carpet, it's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession.
All right, rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. And the Buccaneers will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On 2nd and 9, Murray forced out to his left. And they chase him out of bounds back behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. Going to throw right side here. Complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in the cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
12.
And Burrow going to throw again. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Draymond Jones. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. After the sack on 1st down, Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bengals get a bit closer. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Nash. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Here's Davenport.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there.
He's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
The stretcher right there turned it into a really nice game. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Joseph Osai in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
T. Higgins.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bucs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Eluding the pressure right. Looking here for Smith downfield.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On play action, it's Murray. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fade.
Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move.
56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
This is Davenport. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game I don't see why that trend would change now. Here's Murray from midfield. And that is incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Davenport. And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 28. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation where we're not really focused on it.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. He finds his man complete. That's Nash.
And he's going to have the Bucs 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, Davenport. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Up the middle they go. Davenport. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there.
His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bucs are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start it. Line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Pittman. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Daniil Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. Pittman. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing on 3rd and long. Pittman. And that will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Tampa Bay, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.